Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme in the flaps down version in a 1/200 scale model. I pre-ordered and purchased this model from Easy Toys, and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share with you some information about the history of Cathay Pacific and how they actually came about as an airline carrier. Cathay Pacific is a Hong Kong-based airline carrier that was actually founded on September 24, 1946 in Shanghai, China by the late Sidney de Cancel and the late Roy Farrell. And although initially based in Shanghai, China, the two men eventually moved to Hong Kong, where they formally began Cathay Pacific. They named the airline Cathay because that was the medieval name given to China, which originated from the word chitin, and Pacific because the late Roy Farrell envisioned that the airline carrier would one day fly across the Pacific, which actually became a reality in the 1970s. The Chinese name for Cathay Pacific actually comes from a Chinese idiom meaning grand and peaceful state. And after Butterfield and Swire, now known today as the Swire Group, bought 45% of Cathay Pacific, the company officially commenced operations on July 1st, 1948, and was registered as Cathay Pacific Limited on October 18, 1948, as the Hong Kong-based airline carrier officially celebrated their 75th anniversary on September 24, 2021. Whereas the corporate headquarters of Cathay Pacific is located at Cathay Pacific City, are often referred to as Cathay City, which is located along with its main hub and base of operations that's located nearby on the grounds of Hong Kong International Airport, which is situated on the island of Jetliner that's located approximately 21 miles west of the Central District section of Hong Kong Island. And the focus city hub for Cathay Pacific is located on the grounds of Taoyuan International Airport, which is located approximately 25 miles west of Taipei in the Dayuan District section of Taoyuan City, Taiwan. At the time of this video review posting, Cathay Pacific currently flies to 83 destinations in 46 countries and territories across 5 inhabited continents from its main operating base hub at Hong Kong International Airport, with an operating fleet of 177 aircraft, which includes 52 Boeing 777s, in which 17 of those are the Boeing 777-300s, and the remaining 35 are the Boeing 777-300ERs, with no unfulfilled orders pending on neither aircraft types. However, in addition to the 177 aircraft that currently operates in the Cathay Pacific fleet, the Hong Kong-based airline carrier also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 89 more aircraft, which includes 21 of the next generation Boeing 777-9Xs, and those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, at the time of this video review posting, Cathay Pacific is one of 10 airline carriers, along with ANA All Nippon Airways based out of Tokyo, Asiana Airlines based out of Seoul, South Korea, EVA Air based out of Taipei, Taiwan, Garuda Indonesia based out of Jakarta, Indonesia, Hainan Airlines based out of Haikou, Hainan, China, Japan Airlines based out of Tokyo, Japan, Korean Air based out of Seoul, South Korea, Qatar Airways based out of Doha, Qatar, and Singapore Airlines based out of Singapore to hold this prestigious honor of operating as a certified 5-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax Magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Cathay Pacific on this particular aircraft is 67. All right, everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here. Nothing much there. What you see is the 1/200 scale information you see there, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, the airline's corporate logo, the brushwing logo, the Cathay Pacific billboard title, the aircraft type, as well as the registration ship number you see there. It ain't much on the back of the box. It was mostly orange, okay? All right, now you're looking at the model stand. They actually came with the model. In the bottom of the model stand, you see the airline's corporate logo, the Cathay Pacific billboard title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information you see at the bottom of the model stand. And then you come up here, you see this black pad there, everyone? The sole purpose of that black pad is that pad not only protects your model, it also prevents it from being damaged and scratched when and if you decide you want to put your aircraft model in this particular model stand, okay? All right, now looking at the commemorative card that actually came with this model. You see the airline's corporate logo, the Cathay Pacific billboard title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the SWA logo there, which they part of Cathay Pacific, the aircraft type, as well as the registration ship number. Now I'm going to turn this card on the other side. There's some more information on there as well. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the back of this commemorative card. Once you see all the specification concerning this particular aircraft, you can pause and read this information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? All right, now looking at this plastic bag. And what you see inside this plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, featuring the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned while I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors on this particular aircraft model, okay? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of Cathay Pacific and how they actually came out as an airline carrier, all the details here on the front of this box, plus the model stand that came with the model, the commemorative card that came with the model as well, the gear replacement doors inside the plastic bag with the two little toothpicks here for this aircraft model. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The JC Wings Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme in the flaps down version in a 1/200 scale model. All right, everyone, allow me to share with you some information about the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft you see here and how it became a part of their fleet. Hong Kong-based airline carrier Cathay Pacific took delivery of their very first Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number B-KPA on September 27, 2007, and took delivery of the very last Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number B-HNR on September 25, 2015, as the entire fleet of Cathay Pacific's Boeing 777-300ERs operates exclusively from the airline carrier's main operating base hub at Hong Kong International Airport. Cathay Pacific at one time previously registered and operated as many as 53 Boeing 777-300ERs in their fleet. And now at the time of this video review posting, only 35 currently remain operating in the Cathay Pacific fleet, as the Hong Kong-based airline carrier is currently the largest airline operator of the Boeing 777-300ER in the Asia-Pacific region, as well as the fourth largest airline operator of this aircraft variant after Emirates, Qatar, Airways, and launch customer Air France, respectively. As this particular aircraft actually became the aircraft that eventually replaced their entire fleet of Boeing 747-400s, which was finally phased out on October 8, 2016, as this particular aircraft has since become the official flagship jetliner for the Hong Kong-based airline carrier. Now let's talk about the livery scheme you see on this aircraft. This is the current livery scheme of Cathay Pacific, which was unveiled at a special unveiling ceremony that was held on November 1st, 2015 on the grounds of Hong Kong International Airport in Hong Kong, as the Hong Kong-based airline carrier revealed a refreshed, updated version of its previous livery scheme, while at the same time maintaining their trademark brushwing logo on an all-green tail. This current livery scheme also incorporates an updated and streamlined logo, a simplification of its color palette to actually three colors: green, gray, and white. And the first aircraft that actually begun sporting this livery scheme was a Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number B-KPM. And at the time of this video review posting, Cathay Pacific's entire aircraft fleet has since been repainted in this particular livery scheme. So, with all that information out of the way about this particular livery scheme as well as this aircraft, with no further ado, everyone, let me get down to the nitty-gritty and show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where we're going to begin at the front as always, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that landing gear door, PP, the Peter tubes and static ports, what have you, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But right between the cockpit windows and the L1 entrance door is the brushwing logo, which is this logo right here. Whereas the previous brushwing logo used to consist of a calligraphic stroke against a green background, as the stroke was actually intended to appear like a wing of a bird. However, as you can see near the nose of the aircraft, the brushwing logo has actually been enlarged in size and freed from the green band that used to surround the nose, as this logo can also be visibly seen on the tail fin of the aircraft. I'll show you that later. And then you see the One World logo that's displayed next to the L1 and the L2 entrance door, right here and right there. Cathay Pacific joined the One World Alliance along with American Airlines, British Airways, and Qantas as one of the 4 founding members on February 1st, 1999, which consists of 13 airline members from 6 inhabited continents. And then you see the Cathay Pacific billboard title font name you see right up here. Whereas from 1994 to 2015, the Cathay Pacific billboard title font name actually used to sit below the windows. And now the Cathay Pacific billboard title font name now sits above the windows, as the billboard title font is actually the same. But the only difference, however, is that the billboard title font letters are now uppercase as well as bigger. All right, and now you're looking at the gray band here, which is this little band you see here. And this particular single gray band now runs across the lower half of the fuselage, linking the nose with the tail fin of the aircraft. I'm going to show you that right here. This goes all the way back there, okay? All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, and what you're looking at behind the engines is the landing bogey gears here, which includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But more important, you see these big massive engines, and these are the General Electric GE90-115 Bravo turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft. See the engine cones right there, very detailed. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to look at the front of the engines, and we're going to see if the turbofan blades do spin. You also see the GE90 logo right there as well, okay? All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side, feature the engine deflector tail strike right there. And now we're going to see these fan blades spin. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as you see the flaps and the slats slanting in downward position there. I'll show you a better angle of that later on in the model review, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears you see here, which include the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine deflectors right there as well. Now let's see if the fan blades spin over here as well. Oh, perfect. Okay. Then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, which include the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors, as well as the flaps is slanted down in a downward position that you see there as well. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here, where you see the better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radome nose cone, the front nose landing gear doors, the landing gear lights you see inside of the landing gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears, okay? All right, now you're looking at the edge of the wing here on the port/left side, including the red navigation light you see there, as well as the fuel dump valve you see there at the edge of the wingtip there as well. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the gray band that came back here, the pressure relief valve there. But right in that gray band area is the registration ship number, B-KPP. Registration ship number B-KPP. This particular aircraft was the 16th Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft that officially entered the Cathay Pacific fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on January 19, 2010, and was delivered to Cathay Pacific on February 10, 2010, and operated in the Cathay Pacific for nearly 12 years until this aircraft was eventually withdrawn from service on November 24, 2021, and remained preserved and stored up at Hong Kong International Airport in Hong Kong until January 26, 2022. Then this aircraft was eventually sold to BOA Aviation on January 28, 2022. Then was leased out to Qatar Airways on February 23, 2022. And at the time of this video review posting, this aircraft is now registered in the Qatar Airways fleet as registration ship number A7-BOC. Okay. All right, we're still at the back of the aircraft here on the port/left side, and right above the windows you see is the SWA logo, which is this logo you see there. And SWA Pacific is actually a parent company of Hong Kong-based airline carrier Cathay Pacific, whose global headquarters is based out of London, England, who also holds a majority stake as owners of Cathay Pacific. And then you're looking at the tail fin of the aircraft, the brush wing logo I mentioned earlier there. And the tail fin actually displays an enlarged brush wing against an all-green tail fin, as this is actually the very same color green as displayed on the previous livery scheme, as the color gradient now runs along the back edge of the tail, subtly deepening the actual tone of the green background in that area. And additionally, the brush wing logo actually appears clipped at the back of the tail. You see that right there, okay? All right, we're at the back of the aircraft here, and what you're looking at is the APU, which literally stands for Auxiliary Power Unit Exhaust Hole, which is this hole right there. And then up above the APU exhaust hole is the strobe light you see there, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft in the flaps down version from the rear view angle. Awesome. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number you see on that front nose landing gear door, the pitot tubes, the static ports, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the airline's brush wing logo, the Cathay Pacific billboard title, the front cargo containing loading door, as well as the gray band that stretches on this side here as well. It goes all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. See there as well. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the middle of the aircraft where you see the gray band right here as well. The GE90-115 Bravo turbofan type engines featuring the GE90 logo you see there on the engine cowling, the engine cones, as well as the side visual view of the front, the triple landing bogey gears you see here, including the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear doors, okay? All right, now you're looking at the edge of the wingtip here on the starboard side, featuring the green navigation light you see there, as well as the fuel dump valve you see there as well. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft, where you see the gray band extends all the way back here by the tail, as I mentioned earlier. The rear cargo containing loading door, the EFT boat bin door, the registration ship number, the SWA logo, as well as the brush wing logo displayed on this all green tail fin of the aircraft as well. And then there's the strobe light you see displayed there as well, okay? All right. Before I show you the aerial bird's eye view here, as well as the undercarriage belly view there, and it's in full entirety, allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check it out. Okay, it rolls pretty good. Okay, impressive. As you see, the gears, they tilt as well as you see there. And the front nose gear swivels as well. You see there, there, and there. So, with that being said, let's check this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft as always. See the radome nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers. Then we come to the top of the aircraft. You see the anti-collision beacon light. You see the Cathay Pacific billboard titles on both sides. A high-frequency antenna. That satellite communications antenna. A couple more high-frequency antennas. And then there's the tail fin of the aircraft, as well as the horizontal stabilizer. You see the little two dots there, as well as over here as well. Those two little dots there are called illuminator lights. And the sole purpose of those illuminator lights, that those lights actually light up the tail fin of this aircraft here, when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, all right? See the wing walkway. You see the engines, the engine strike right there, as well as the flap slats and ailerons also in a slanted down, flaps down angle you see there. Fuel dump valve and the edge of the wingtip you see there. Now let's check out over here. See the wing walkway, the engines, as well as the flap slats, ailerons, all slanted down in a flaps down angle. See there? Fuel dump valve and the edge of the wingtip you see there as well, okay? Now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, where you see the front nose landing gears right there, the landing gear doors, the crew escape hatch door, the pressure relief valve there. Then come up this way, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the model stand goes in at, a couple more high frequency antenna, the pressure relief valve, the tail skid bumper right there, the APU housing door, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears here. Do they tilt? Yeah, they tilt. Okay. You see the engines there. You also see the flaps, slats, and the ailerons planted down here as well in the downward flaps down angle. See there? Registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the edge of the wingtip you see there. Now let's check out over here. See the gears here. Tip, okay. The engines, as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, is in a flaps down angle you see there. Fuel dump valve, as well as the edge of the wingtip you see there as well. Okay, since I show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view in full detail, as well as the undercarriage belly view in full detail there as well, with no further ado, I'm going to put it on this model stand you see that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the aircraft model on the stand. Check it out. Okay, finally got this model on the model stand. You see it displayed there, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff land position, how the wings are flexing a little bit, which I like very much. Now I'm allowed this aircraft model to rotate in a clockwise rotation, starting with the port side, then the tail cam angle, then the starboard side, then the front of the aircraft, and then back to the port side, okay? Let's check it out. All right, before I take this model off the stand, I got it at this angle for a reason. And the reason is the actual magnetic gears you see displayed on this aircraft model. I'm gonna go ahead and take them all, starting with the front nose landing gear. You see there, that's magnetic there. The magnetic gears here on the port side there, as well as the magnetic gears on the starboard side of this aircraft there, okay? Now, since I got all these gears off this model, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle and flaps up position and flight position. Check it out. All right, now you see this model on the stand being displayed in flight mode position without the gears and the gears up position. See how the wings are flexing there, which I like very much. Now you got one or two options how you want to continue to display your model. If you want to continue to display your model like this, that's fine. You see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag here, featuring the two little toothpicks. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position. Or you can do what I do, sorry about that. Do what I do, just keep it in the gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gears down, your choice. But I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model to stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. This particular Cathay Pacific Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft seated 294 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. All right, everyone, here is the breakdown from rows 1 to 2, which will be about from here to about right here. It seats 6 first-class open suites, rows 11 and 12, which will be about from here to here, as well as rows 15 to 26, which will be from here all the way right here. You have an additional 53 business class live flatbed seats, rows 30 to 34, which will be from here to right here. You have 34 premium economy class seats, and rows 39 to 72, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 201 economy class seats, which brings a total of 294 seats. And finally, at the time of this video review posting, Cathay Pacific currently employs this aircraft or have previously utilized this particular aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER Jetliner aircraft, on routes from the airline carrier's main operating base hub at Hong Kong International Airport in Hong Kong to worldwide destinations such as Adelaide, Australia, Amsterdam Schiphol, Auckland, New Zealand, Bangalore, India, Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi, Beijing Capital, Boston, Logan, Brisbane, Australia, Cebu City, Philippines, Chicago O'Hare, Delhi, India, Denpasar, Indonesia, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Dusseldorf, Germany, Frankfurt, Germany, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Jakarta, Indonesia, Johannesburg, South Africa, London Heathrow, Los Angeles, California, Madrid, Spain, Manchester, England, Manila, Philippines, Melbourne, Australia, Milan, Malpensa, Mumbai, India, Nagoya, Japan, Newark, Liberty, New York, JFK via Vancouver, Osaka, Kansai, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, Perth, Australia, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Rome, Fiumicino, San Francisco, California, Shanghai, Pudong, Seoul, Incheon, Singapore, Changi, Sydney, Australia, Taipei, Taiwan, Tel Aviv, Israel, Tokyo, Haneda, Tokyo, Narita, Toronto, Pearson, Vancouver, British Columbia, and Zurich, Switzerland, and from Taipei, Taiwan to Osaka, Kansai, and Hong Kong. Those are the routes, everyone. Well, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it, if you can get your hands on it. Your only outside chance of getting this model at this time of this video review posting is on eBay. I do got a couple more Cathay Pacifics, another 777-300ER in a previous livery in the flaps down version, as well as the One World livery as well. That'll be coming pretty soon. And along some more in another Cathay Pacific 340-600, which I'll be doing at a later date. So this will conclude this model review. Take care. God bless. There's more content coming. Peace.